Alright, we're here for the 1v1. Take a look at what we've got. We've got a Broodmother for September up against YDS on Keen Gaming. Interesting little combination going on here. Something that we haven't seen just yet. I don't think we've seen either of those heroes yet. Truthfully, I really don't recall seeing either of them. But we'll take a look. We'll see who can get priority, how this is going to go. Then we'll wait for the next series to peek its gorgeous little face at us. So let's see. Ward down for September. He's got himself 3 tangos, 3 ironwood branches going into a wand, as well as a wraith band. Bristleback going into the regen. And then a necrobook.
The battle begins.
Interesting. So we'll start this off. The horn has rung. The webs are set. See what we can get out of this 1v1. So YDS, speaking of Keen Gaming, they've swapped to a new roster. It's Erica, Yi, SS, YDS, and Afu. The only one they kept was Yi. I believe Erica was an upgrade from their Keen Gaming Luminous roster, and Afu, who had come on over. So we'll see what the new roster can do for Keen Gaming. Who's going to get priority in this one so far? September. Level 1, of course, goes into the Spin Web. And YDS right now at level 2, sitting here with the Quill Spray and the Bristleback. And then it's the Incapacitating Bite here for September, doing a lot of damage. And it's so far YDS, and let me put the CS up there because it does matter about the CS at the end of the day. It's first the 2 kills, first one to lose their tower, and whatnot. Where at the end of 10 minutes, it's most kills, then most CS, most denies, most net worth. So, cool spray coming out. Continually here on to September. Who's got that wand? No surprise. Or has the stick going into the wand, then 2 Wraith Bands. YES, like we said earlier, is going into the regen. He's looking for that Ring of Health early on to have that 6.5 HP regen. In September, 9-0 to the 13-2 of YDS. Who... Here's ahead a little bit here in terms of CS and net worth. September taking some damage coming through. They did go level 2 into the Spin Web, giving you that health regen, that move increase. So really what you're looking for as the Brood, which is the reason September doesn't need a Ring of Health. You've got those webs spun and you are getting that regen. So we'll see who ends up winning this one. Level 4 now, level 2 in the Incapacitating Bite. Give you that mischance. The movement slows even higher by 10%. YDS still just dealing here with Quill Spray as well as the Bristleback, but at least for the moment doesn't have mana regen or anything to deal with this lack of mana. Has a Mango coming in, going into the Basilius. And is that even enough? of CS here for September. 10 CS down, and that's going to force September eventually to try and make a move aggressively. Because at the moment, he is not winning. If this were to go all 10 minutes. And he takes a lot of damage there from the quills getting thrown out. September able to survive 4 quill stacks. Looking for a 5th, and now YDS just salves under the tower. Very dangerous for September in that moment. What does he have shipped out? 3 more tangos, finishing off a Wraith Band. YDS still sitting here back turn.
Fun lane.
September moving in. But it's hard to kill this Bristle. 5.7 regen. September 2, he's got 17.5 regen with that tango.
You can kill him at his level 6. With his skill build. 2 points bite, 3 web. No points in the spawn spiderlings.
Would there be any reason to take that?
Not really though. In an actual game, yes. I think in an actual game you still want to take that because you're trying to outfarm. In this kind of game, there's no reason to take the nuke.
September.
Alright,
Not
he's
level
gonna
6
try to
yet.
kill him. Yeah, 1 creep away. He really wants it badly. Gaming is going to be on this level 6.
Yeah, he immediately pops it too. YDS just throws those quills out. Makes this very difficult. Just looking for an opening.
Does he need like a Blightstone? He needs something cheap that can turn the tide. Doesn't have a lot of money. I think a Blightstone or a Venom or something. I think Blightstone would be better. He's not dealing enough damage with the ulti.
YDS just standing there, but making sure to keep his back turned. Quills start to stack up, although it won't really matter. September pops the wand.
I mean, he can never win the game if you can't kill him, if he doesn't have enough damage for the brute, and the Bristle is eventually going to just get more farm. Now he has a ring. What did he buy? What did he spend his gold on? A sentry? Alright, okay. I think Bristol is going to outlast this brute.
Although the insatiable hunger, YDS taking some damage. The quills are coming out, and now the turn. September
Imagine
surviving.
if he had a Blightstone. If he had something, you know, not just something.
I got close for both of them too. But yeah, the minus armor would have been enough.
I think the brute is going. The tower might just go down in the next few waves if the brute doesn't carry any regen. How much money does he have? He just has money for 1 south. This is bad.
Only
Really
has
bad for him.
2 minutes to work with. Goes into that insatiable hunger and starting to hit away at YDS, but the quills start to stack up. September has 7 wand charges that he'll be forced to use. He has to be careful of that courier. Alright, now he's got that salve. He's almost doubling his CS.
Yeah, but the net worth is still within the range of reason for the brute. The Bristol spent a lot of gold on regen, mango, south, another few mangoes here. Like the brute is just slightly behind. It's gonna just be about how he is gonna figure the way to kill this Bristol back with whatever gold that he has. He's buying 2 slippers. Not sure how much that's gonna help, but
Pick up the double damage.
double slippers. Oh,
Is it gonna be enough?
seems like it's helping.
Yeah, but the quill 7 stacks. Ugh. It feels like he's constantly in a battle of how many stacks he's got on him.
This is a very skill-based matchup. Like both players have to know when to back off and when they can precisely kill the opponent. Brute is just playing with the cooldown on the ultimate, and the Bristol has to be just very diligent at using the courier to constantly stand up mana. Without
doesn't-
mana, he can't play this lane.
He
doesn't
doesn't
have
need to
mangoes,
move
actually.
up. He's got 20 seconds till he wins.
Then what? If time goes up, so the tower took more damage for the Brute, so she
It's
loses.
just on the net worth, I think, at that point.
Right,
So he's gotta,
go
yeah,
on
he's
her.
gotta go for it here. Oh no!
Why are they still playing? Isn't the game over?
That's what it says on the website. First 10 minutes.
I
we-
guess not. He's buying a 2.
We go on. All right.
I think the Bristol will eventually win. The tower. He's gonna kill the tower somehow, slowly but surely.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
September going for this. YDS taking some damage, but the quill stacking up again. Guess the admin just wants to see this through.
For the fans, to
Yeah.
whoever that voted Bristol back against Brute, this is actually way more interesting. I commend the person who voted this matchup. Like one of the more even matchups that we've seen.
These diehard Keen Gaming fans. I'm not really certain what September can do down 2 levels now.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yep, GG. He's gonna lose the tower.
Unless
Dire's courier
this is the moment that September has been waiting for. Oh boy. He'll get the kill.
Oh, he actually won. Well,
I
that
guess-
was just
Dire
very close. I thought the Bristol was gonna be him. I think he should have just killed the tower, yeah? He would just kill the tower.
Yeah.
I think he would have killed the... I'm not sure if he had glyph. Maybe he had glyph.
What
But
is
it's just 3 seconds. It took the Brute like, what, 6 seconds at least to kill him. He could have just tanked through the glyph and killed the tower.
What if the neutral had gotten that kill? The centaurs were coming over. Would it have counted? I guess we didn't care about the 10-minute timer, but who knows? Apparently September wins, and Royal Never Give Up will have priority. So it's the first matchup here for Keen Gaming throughout this event. They've got a new roster: Erica, Yi, SS, YDS, and Afu. And then Royal Never Give Up, they got 2-0'd on Sunday, or Monday, by SAG. So we'll be back with that matchup in just a second. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
10 seconds remaining.
They still have that mid open or even the safe lane to throw a Shrek in if they really wanted it, though, right?
Dragon Knight's decent. Gives them a push as well. We saw how important it is to have a hero that can kill buildings so far. Does synergize really well with the Dazzle in the game. You have Necrobooks, and you can push with the Dragon. So, do you want the Pango as a position for, or you want a new
10
hero as a
seconds
position
remaining.
for? That's the question. I guess with the setup they have now, they kind of have
5
to be.
seconds remaining.
It kind of has to be the Pango on pause 4. I think they're gonna just try to pick another carry hero. I don't think they're gonna do anything weird here, by putting the Dragon Knight as a carry and they pick another offlane and put Pango mid. Like you mentioned, the PL counters are Lash. Zeus. Okay, probably not Zeus.
RNG's turn to
Spectre's
ban.
pretty decent against PL, but the laning is gonna be a problem. Or they can go for maybe a lone druid to win the lane and just push down the towers. That could be another option. We've seen a few lone druid games here and there.
I worry that that build up for like a Spectre or maybe even a Lone Druid might just be too
10
slow though.
seconds remaining.
I feel like Spectre struggles to really get the ball rolling. I don't know if that's just me and the Spectre games that I've seen recently, but it just seems like too slow of a hero.
Well, you can build the. I think when you build the Necro first item to help you farm, he doesn't feel as slow as before because it's kind of like his farming his Midas, if you will.
Mm.
The Necro book gives you good stats. It gives you some mana regen. It gives you what strength, HP. So it's everything a Spectre needs. Usually, the build is like you go soaring, then you go for like either the Diffusal Manta or you go for the Radiance. But with the Necro book, it actually helps you farm faster, and it's kind of like a soaring replacement because it gives you mana regen.
And that would just be a Necro 1, right? Not into the Necro 3, although...
Just the Necro one. Just the Necro one for farming.
Ooh, and Void Spirit, a hero completely overlooked in I think
So
the
who's the
last
carry?
3 games.
Dragon Knight's the carry? I guess so.
Could it be a Void Spirit off lane?
I think unlikely. When you have a Pango support,
10 seconds
you kind of
remaining.
prefer to pair with the Dazzle, a range hero, so you can dominate the lane.
5 seconds.
But the
remaining.
Dragon Knight and Void Spirit definitely can swap lanes depending on the matchup. Underlord's happy though if he lanes against the Dragon Knight. That's an easy lane for him to farm though. If I'm an Underlord, I see a Dragon Knight. Wow, that's my dream. That's my wet dream. Easy farm. Usually when you play Underlord, you generally get pressured when you pick the hero so early at this stage. You tend to have a bad laning phase, more or less. But RNG decided not to abuse that fact, and they just wanted to pick heroes that fit their idea of playing the game.
Choose your hero.
Wait, what? Who's the off laner? Underlord's the off lane, right? So it's a time.
I think it's tied mid, yeah. Let me just double check that. Because it should be SS mid. I mean SS off lane.
I actually have I have no idea who is this Underlord player. I've never seen him.
SS?
Yeah, it's called 生死. It means live and die, or life and death.
That's a lot
His
deeper
name-
meaning than just the 2 letters S and S.
Well, who told you that? You dig it out
Wikipedia,
somewhere in
it just says
Wikipedia?
SS.
It actually means life and death. That's the 2 words.
So yeah, then it's a mid tide hunter.
I can't read the Thai hunter's name. My Mandarin is at only 50%.
Well, he
So what
used
does
to just be a
what does Wikipedia
dash.
say?
Well, he
What
used
does
to just be the
Wikipedia
dash,
say?
which was Yi, but
Oh, Yi, he's Yi.
yeah.
Okay, so he changed his name. I thought this is another guy.
No, that's the... And that King Gaming year in 2019, last year, he played so well when that roster was...
Wait, he's from what, eHome, right? Was this guy on eHome? He was from, what team is he from?
He played for Keen Gaming, and then before
he
that
did.
was
Yeah,
eHome. Because it's
played for
technically... It's not technically the same anymore. It's now just Keen Gaming, I think, is supposed to be its own entity.
Oh, yeah, it used to be the same.
Yeah.
Oh.
It used to be eHome Keen, which I think it still technically falls under the same ownership. I don't know. That's all allegedly. But,
Speculations.
yeah, speculation coming through here. But their old roster was certainly interesting to watch. Old Chicken, Yi, 11, Kaka, and Dark. Like, that was a fun roster. And then they eventually, I believe, went to... or had TMing. in that.
Oh, Kaka was like the shining star on that team, I remember. He was trying to carry his team so hard.
And then he went to IG, and now he's carrying his team there.
Well, I think everyone else is also putting in a lot of, putting in the weight of the winning the game. Especially the carry player. The carry player is like, he's amazing.
Fly used to be when he was playing with Keen Gaming, he was ranked number 1 like the entire time.
Wait, he's also King Gaming. Isn't he from Serenity?
Before that, he was
also
Keen
from-
Gaming. Yeah.
Wow. So everyone is from King Gaming.
Everybody
King Gaming is like
did their time.
The tier 2 players breeder in China.
I think. I want to say, yeah, Yi played with them. Played with GGG, because it was GGG, Yi, Dark, TMing, and Rong. And Rong doesn't play for anybody of. I don't know if he plays for anybody anymore. But either way, Tidehunter mid against the Void Spirit. I mean, this is not a matchup you're gonna see every day. That's for sure. Tidehunter
You're
mid
seeing
is
it
not
now.
one of them.
Interesting lane. So in theory, Tide should win this lane, right? But every time I say that about Void Spirit, he doesn't lose his lane because he's a very strong laning hero. I mean, in theory, Tide should win this lane.
And I'm pretty certain
Wait,
that
do you block the anchor smash with your pulse? Does it absorb the damage? Because it's physical, right?
yeah, I guess
No,
you would, right?
I don't know. Like Dota is weird. There are things that you assume would work the way it is, but it doesn't. Because it's considered a right click. It's not the same like if it's a spell but does physical damage. Because the anchor smash is a right click. It's counted as a right click, so it should block it.
Well, he's not using the anchor smash when it's up. Or at least he hasn't
Last hit.
yet.
Okay, let's see. Do an anchor smash. Thank you. Last hit both the melee. Oh, it does. He broke the pulse. The Tie Hunter broke the pulse with the ankle smash. So it does.
Interesting.
Alright. I mean that makes sense, right? Because it's a right click. You're supposed to block it with the pulse. So then it kind of changes the dynamic of the lane, yeah? Because you can actually negate the damage.
Yeah, it's one of the, usually the things that makes Tide very strong in lane is using that anchor smash.
Yeah, especially when it's a melee versus melee matchup, it becomes more crucial. And top lane is I would say the boring lane. Dragonite against PL. That's so fun for Dragonite. Dragonite will just free farm this lane. PL will also farm this lane. So looking at the supports, is Enchantress against a Lich. So both are really strong supports at level 1. I think Enchantress with the creep advantage should be able to bully this Lich out. At bot lane, who is getting the advantage here? Underlord's 11 CS, Dazzle's 13, so yeah, Dazzle should win this lane.
At least so far,
Nothing
you know,
new.
they're doing a good job. And are you surprised at all from an off-lane Dazzle, about the fact that they wanted this matchup, the Dazzle against the Underlord? Because you said it would have been difficult with the the Dragonite against the Underlord.
Yeah, you don't want Dragon against Underlord, for sure. This is much better. And you don't want the Dazzle against PL, because you can't use your Poison Touch on the PL. You can just take it away with Doppelganger. So, if you talk about kill potential, which lane has the highest chance of a hero dying? Probably bot lane.
Structures are fortified.
Mid lane is a tied against Void, so probably no one's dying here. Oh, Haste Rune. Oh, that was nice.
Really wanted it. And now sets you back into the hands of Yi, but popping that Resonant Pulse.
Well, the level 2 pulse actually fully blocks the level 3 ankle smash damage. Oh, that helps a lot. He's keeping up in terms of CS so far. It's relatively even. There's a wave going into his tower. So overall, I think the Void Spirit is doing A-OK in this lane. And Afu is trying to force
Good
a
job.
rotation on the enemy team.
Yeah, coming over mid, gets the kill on the Setsu. He uses the enchant. Not only that, but he avoids the Aether Remnant by putting the troll in front of him and activating the Aether Remnant with the troll.
Yep, and the pulse was already used before for him to secure the last hit. So right now, Bounty Runes, Afu is going to be able to get one in the enemy territory. Bot lane, seems like King Gaming is going to be happy with all the runes here.
And that's
Big
always
win.
quite a jump in net worth.
Alright, catapult time. So
We'll see.
Dragon
We'll see
Knight
who comes
is Dragon Knight is level 4, so probably not gonna be able to push top. Mid is a Tide though. Like Tide and Void Spirit are not really heroes that are gonna push your tower in general. So I'm not sure where the supports are supposed to go here. I think they're just gonna be contented getting sub levels here and there. Not sure if there's an obvious lane that you can go and push a tower. You just look at the Lich, he's not sure where to go. Maybe he's just gonna stack and control the runes.
Experience-wise, Yi's so far ahead. He's a level ahead of this Void Spirit. He's got level 6. He's holding a point just in case he gets into a little bit of trouble and maybe needs to use that Ravage.
Oh gosh, if they want to kill. Top lane. You
Dragon
see
Tail
3
came out.
heroes coming for the Dragon Knight. Can they take the dragon down?
I'm not certain they have the damage to get the kill on a Monet. He is by himself for a little bit longer as the Lich comes over. There's the Frost Shield and the stun coming through in a wide yes, and they turn this around easily to get the first kill for the side of Royal Never Give Up.
Wait, didn't they have the vision on the Lich? They knew the Lich was there. But how are they
They've got
supposed to
another
kill?
Dragon Tail. Uh-oh, Enchantress. Whee,
They had a
Afu.
ward. They had a ward here. They knew the Lich was there. Like, how were they supposed to get that kill?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That was very, very strange. There was like literally no way they had enough damage to. It wasn't even close.
September's made his way over towards mid. And now Yi, helped by the Aether Remnant, does have a point to spend if he wants to throw it into the Ravage. He's got it in there now. He's disarmed, but will hold Ravage. Stays alive with under 200 health.
Yep, the TP from Afu there enough to deter the enemy from pursuing the matter. And Dragon Knight is going to be pushing the top lane with the catapult. So it's going to do a lot of damage to the tower.
Starting to beat down on this Dragon Knight. Trying to get a kill here on off with the rotation coming through now from King Gaming's SS. And they want to try and get this kill onto the Dragon Knight, who's got the Frost Shield on him, but good Sinister Gaze. I think that saves the DK. The Breathe Fire comes in. SS still claims the life of Monet. But enough time there to at least trade. And Monet's the one who gets the kill.
That was a big commitment by the Underlord, but I think it was the right move. The bot lane's already pushed up near the tower, so he doesn't have to be there. So he comes up just to defend against the first the Dragon Knight, the first Dragon form. Usually this is like one of the very important momentums of the hero. So if you're able to stop his first move with the first Dragon form, you actually ruin his game a lot. So I think overall it was a really good move by Life and Death. Can I say that?
and S.
Can I say that as his name?
Yeah, go for it.
Life and Death.
How would I pronounce his name as shown?
生死.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Okay.
attack.
I might not have the best pronunciation, but
I do not want to embarrass myself. Setsu taking a lot of damage here from both Afu and Yi. Aether Remnant won't land. How's Super doing? Super's doing a pretty decent job. Switch us over to the net worth. He's still sitting at the bottom, but I think he's enjoying his time so far.
So
And again with the other
Underlord is
dragon form.
doing the precise thing that he needs to do. He's always defending the tower. Whenever he sees the dragon farm being popped, he's going over there to just make sure that Monet doesn't get the free tower. And outpost time up soon. Well, look at the vision of Dire, man. This is great. That's one line of wards here.
Dire's structures
This is really nice.
Some aggressive vision coming out from Keen Gaming, but the Poison Touch hits on 2 Firestorm as well as the Pit of Malice laid down. Monet still trying to work on this tower.
Radiant's courier.
I have a feeling this gets denied. Yeah,
Dire's top tower has been
not too surprising there. As now coming over is Afu as well as Yi. He's got Ravage to throw, but already out of lane is Monet. He's come over towards bottom. He's escaped.
Did they manage to deny the tower? Who got
Yeah, the Clockwork got the deny.
Alright, so that's a big loss for Monet.
Setsu claiming the life of Afu.
Yep, so here's the second catapult. Dragon Knight has ultimate in 25 seconds, so he should be able to use this to pressure the tower. And once again, he's like looking for this PR. He's going to the PR's lanes. He knows what the carry is thinking. He's there to kick him out of the lane so he can pressure the tower. So Underlord should be looking to go bot ASAP. He has a TP scroll ready, so if he sees the Dragon Farm pop, he's gonna TP. You know actually what he should do? He should pop his Dragon Form, like something that we used to discuss about before. When you're playing Dragon Knight, you pop your Dragon Form, but you make sure you have a TP scroll. So whenever the enemy team reacts to your Dragon Form, you TP after they TP to your lane, and then you can still pressure another lane, and you don't waste your Dragon Form.
Yeah, it seems to be very difficult at the moment. Ravage pop for September, who still never gets that Rolling Thunder off. They will get the kill, however, and the hook shot from YDS. I believe it was going towards Super. That ends up missing. I feel like you're okay with losing your 4 position for a Ravage.
Top lane.
Sets you towards top TP coming in. YDS doesn't have a hook shot to work with.
Dire's bottom
Yep, just TPing to make sure that the Void Spirit doesn't pursue the matter and try to dive the Underlord. So he's gonna TP bot right now. He sees the Dragon Farm, so immediately TP's bot. Wait, what? He cancelled. Alright, cancel his TP. I guess they feel like Tide is good enough to defend the tower. And you see what Monet did. The moment he saw a TP, he teleported to another lane. So he doesn't waste the Dragon Farm. This is a very good heads up play by him.
Interesting pickup where he's going to be going for the Radiance.
It's a good item against the PR.
Astral Step now looking for the Rolling Thunder. September moving forward. Meanwhile, the Dragon Tail was thrown. And they try to get this kill out onto Afu. The damage is finally there with the Swashbuckle. Meanwhile, by the tower, he's trying to defend or maybe even get a deny, but he can't stay close enough to take that away from the hands of Monet.
Radiant's bottom
Yep,
tower
I think they did the right thing though, because the Tide teleported bottom. He was like running all the way like this to middle, but if the Tide couldn't be there on time, there's no way Dire can hold the tower. So just Monet outplaying his opponents there with a nice little move. So right now they have to get Radiant have to get this wave out and wait for the next Dragon Form, and maybe they can pressure another tower by then. But you were talking about the Radiance, bot lane, hook shot.
Now, hook shot comes in. They're going to look over. Chain Frost coming through, and Setsu gets the kill there onto the Clockwork, looking for more. Now onto the Enchantress. Afu on the run. Dissimulate forward. Won't land on Afu, but they've got the Poison Touch. So Afu still needing to get out of here. Dodges the Aether Remnant, and with an Astral Step forward, they should have this kill on the Enchantress. Double kill for Setsu.
2 supports, not the biggest deal for Dire. All 3 cores are pushing out happily farming. They got the wave up all the way to here, so they have half of the map right now. And looking at the wards, Radiant has 2 deep wards here and here, so if they could get another ward around this area, that would be great for them. You always want to have vision on both sides of the map, so the Lich places 1 ward here. This is like pretty decent. If you can't get to this area here, you try to place a ward somewhere as near as possible. They're preparing to fight for the 15-minute bounty run with this ward. Dragon Knight has ultimate, but I don't really think he wants to be fighting. He wants to finish his relic and radiance. And Tide is just being super confident, pushing the wave in front of two heroes. He knows they have no damage to kill him, and he's going to have a hood as well. This Tide is going to be a monster. Top of the net worth as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Top of the net
attack.
worth, has 16 armor. Very tanky. Certainly a nuisance that RNG are going to have to figure out.
I don't think RNG should defend this tower though. It's like no value. It's so low HP. They're trying to force the issue. They're TPing with the Void Spirit.
And they bring everybody over, and now you take a look. Super once again looking for that Chain Frost. That's going to bounce back and forth with the Rolling Thunder there. This is doing a heavy amount of damage out onto these heroes. They look over at the Clockwork. Swashbuckle finishes them off. That means Setsu can come in and focus on the Tide. They got a Poison Touch out to the right side of this fight on the Alfu to finish off the kills. The Elder Dragon form was popped by Monet, so they should have a Dragon Tail to throw at the Tide Hunter, and that's exactly what they've got. He's holding the Ravage for now, and will retreat back behind the Tier 1 tower. Safe.
Wow, they were actually still so strong, even with Dragonite banking up to 3,000 gold.
He's
But again, only losing both the supports, and PR is pushing all the lane top all the way to the tier 1. He's gained a lot out of this exchange. I mean, I still think King Gaming are doing the right thing, trying to, like, the four of them are always together here, and the PR is across the map happily farming. He's gonna have his diffuser now, so he can start to join the fights if he wishes to. And the tower's still gonna go down about.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh,
Very
top
far
lane.
ahead.
PR is diving on the Lich. Alright, freebie. You take what you can get.
Bottom lane 2, they're starting to put pressure on him, posture pretty heavily forward. They finally back off the Underlord, who again goes into the Rod of Atos.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Okay.
Has been killed.
Out of mana, and Erica, who with that Swashbuckle, Rolling Thunder coming through. They're going to look over at this Phantom Lancer, use the Doppelganger, continuing to man fight Monet, but that might be the wrong choice. They've got an eye on him, and they're going to keep him controlled to get the kill on Erica.
Radiant's middle tower
And
is
Phantom
under attack.
Lancer gets caught out.
Do you know what I'm gonna tell you? I think you know.
He's
He's,
too far
he's
forward.
way past. He's
Way
way
past
past
the
the line. Remember the line? Where is he? He's here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Way too far forward.
And he's not a low priority hero. You are only allowed to go past the line so far if you're a low priority hero, or you are a hero that is very difficult to. But he's neither. Maybe 20 minutes down the road when he has 5 items, yeah, sure, he can be considered hard to kill, but not now.
And that kill
You
feels
miss
kind of
me.
massive.
I mean, do you miss me putting stuff in your brain?
Catapult Wave, The Line. What else? I did name a second one later, or earlier today, as Hookshot comes in on a super, and they will pop the Ravage for this one. Chain Frost bouncing around. Erica taking a lot of damage once again. Flyby trying to run away as he's got the Shallow Grave. They'll continue forward, looking for him. Void Spirit looking for a potential jump forward. Never actually ends up going for it, and Pango allows his courier to fly over these heroes and end up dying. They blow up Afu. It ends up being a 2-for-1, but an offlaner and a 5 for a 4. Or for a 5, actually.
The Void Spirit is the Aghanim's. This is huge against the PL. PL has no Manta yet. He's gonna have to buy one now. So they have a very useful spell that can disable the PL with this silence. At the moment, Void Spirit is going top. He's gonna shove his lane forward. Prepare for the 20-minute outpost, which is gonna be coming soon. And Dire wants to claim this tower here, but they have no Ravage. They have the Dark Rift.
Committing to this, though. They've got the hook shot, and
Is there-
Pango's just dead.
Roar of Atos there. I think he didn't expect the. I think maybe he forgot about the Roar of Atos.
Super, too. He's taking a lot of damage, and Erica as well as Yi. They're going to try and dive this in between the tier 2 and the tier 3. Nobody coming over just yet. Radavatos follows it up. Super ends up dead. Is over top. Void Spirit's continuing to farm, and mid DK's trying to farm.
Yep, they need their BKBs before they can, especially the BKB on the Dragon Knight.
Radiant structures are
With the Radiant itself, he's not that strong head on yet, so he has to finish that BKB. And bot lane, the fight still continues. There's Dark Wraith. He can just Uber everyone out of harm's way. So well played there by Daya, utilizing the map, and Tide is going to push out all the way top. DL's happy. They're going to claim the bounty runes. Daya has what, 4 bounty runes again?
I think so.
Oh, never mind. Three runes. Oh, the silence. Silence. One more silence. Oh, yes, no silence.
There's the Astral step forward, but they've got themselves the effective ring to keep him alive. Now they try to turn this out onto this Void Spirit. Setsu hookshot behind him on the illusions, but it's not going to matter. They get the kill there onto the Void Spirit. Setsu losing his life. Not good here for Royal Never Give Up. And the pressure is still continuing to mount for for King Gaming. Look over at Flyby.
Meanwhile, Tai got the top tier 1, and he still has a TP in 5 seconds to join the bot fight. Things are going really well right now for the Dire. The RNG squad, they need to wait for the BKB. They are not strong right now. Even with all the spells up, the Lich Chain Frost, the Pangoro, but Dragon Knight, he's the top of net worth hero on your team, and he's not ready to fight. It means that they are probably not going to be able to fight. They need to try to play the map, push the waves, wait until the BKB comes. Look at this Tide! What the heck? He's playing in front of the tier 2. He's just that confident that Radiant does not have damage to kill him. He has the Death Soul on top of things.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Have not been able to work against this Tide just yet.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And one of the things that I think has kind of fizzled out and not as effective as of right now, is hold that thought. Radavatos out on a set 2 as well as the Rolling Thunder bouncing around, hitting on Afu as well as Yi. But no worse for wear. I think that first kill on Erica over top, it gave the finishing product of the Ags for the Void Spirit, which I thought was going to be a lot more effective, but it did hold them closer, where I think King Gaming were starting to run away with the game.
So with the Desolator, that's going to allow them to get this easy rush. Ravage is up in case a fight happens. Radiant knows they're doing rush, but Dragon Knight is nowhere near fighting. There's no BKB. If it comes to this fight, there's a huge chance he's going to die. Maybe the Void Spirit can steal it.
Hook shot. Going in, looking for something. They look over at the Lich. They've got the Shallow Grave, but the Ravage will follow it up. So that's going to hit on a bunch of these heroes. The Chain Frost is really bouncing around on this King Gaming side. They need to be very careful about how much they want to commit to this, because now you've got the Dragon Tail, a lot of damage being done. Sinister Gaze is there. Can the Dark Grave get out in time? No, it can't. And now Underlord goes home alone. He ordered a taxi for 2. They're only picking up 1.
Do they get a discount for that?
You paid for the whole taxi.
What's the lesson to learn there, my friend?
Take care of your friends.
No, don't run up the high ground with no wards.
That too. I thought you meant about the full taxi charge.
Don't
But
worry.
yeah, don't go on the high ground without vision.
I'll gladly share the taxi fare with you, if you need to know.
I appreciate that. I would split it. Be down. Well, so you see this observer ward that's deep inside the Radiant base. What information is this providing for them right now?
Nothing much.
Like,
It's nice if you are able to push this tower, but if you don't get to push this tower or this high ground, then the wall doesn't really provide too much. Because they were in an advantageous position before the Roshan got stolen by the Radiant. So this ward made sense before. but now now it doesn't because the situation changed.
Guardian Greaves for the dazzle. Who is apparently one of those heroes that goes Necro first item. Just to help that farm.
I feel like you are hating on this item.
It's not that I'm hating on it. I'm just more getting used to and adapting to the idea that this is an item that gets picked up on a lot more heroes now.
I'm gonna be stalking your games. The next time, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see you. You're playing some Winter Wyvern and you're buying Necro Book to farm.
Dire's middle
Or some
tower is
CM,
under
you know, with
attack.
Necro Book.
I might do the CM one. That one sounds a lot
Okay,
more
mate.
like I'm guaranteed a report.
You actually only buy it, you only want to buy it on heroes that cannot farm. That's why you need it to farm. I think if you buy it on Warlock, it makes sense. But probably not on heroes that can clear waves quickly. Like Undying, it makes sense, you know, because you can't farm with the hero. But good luck getting there in the first place.
Take that enchanted creep
So
away.
yeah. So once again, oh, Void Spirit finds the poor Enchantress.
Yeah, Afu getting chased and Breathe Fire well short. Okay. But he brings Setsu over to the rest of his team, forcing Setsu to now pop this BKB. The
what?
8th Remnant doesn't land. The hook shot's going to put him into the 8th Remnant. And now after that BKB and a Dark Rift committed bottom, Setsu's time to go is now. And
That was-
yeet. Hit with the Dragon Tail. Now, minus armor coming through thanks to Flywind. They're going to commit the Rolling Thunder on this. This Pangolier doesn't have a Blink Dagger to close the gap, so it's just a Rolling Thunder for the sake of spinning out. But Monet, BKB coming through. Guardian Greaves are there. Doppelganger to try and leave. And they got themselves a Clockwork disrupting the fight on the backlines looking over September. The BKB soon to run out on Monet. Now they've got the Rod of Atos. This is not going well for Royal Never Give Up because now they've got the Ravage. However, Monet, he's surviving through a lot of this, and the Chain Frost is not going to bounce around. And nobody dies just yet as Lich finally without the Shallow Grave falls. Super ends up dead first, then goes YDS. Monet looking like he's next to follow. Setsu back into the fight. So let's see what the Void Spirit can do. He's got BKB up again. So, can the Void Spirit turn this engagement around? He's got a 3-man silence coming through the Shallow Grave out onto September. But RNG are finally starting to count their losses and want to get out of here. Astral Step in a second. And there they go.
They're not very good at taking fights, so even though they had the Aegis, but I felt like again they chased down to the low ground. Even though they had Aegis, the Void Spirit had no BKB. That's number one, and number two, Pangolier just wasted a roll. And why are you still chasing down the low ground? It actually makes no sense. It was just like a very questionable decision to run down. And on top of things, the Dragon Knight popped his BKB very early in the fights because he had to. He was running into enemy territory.
It was like two different engagements that kind of happened because Setsu stumbled upon the rest of King Gaming while chasing the Enchantress.
It felt like the team didn't really want to go, but Setsu was like pressing the issues, so they felt like they had to go, you know. But they still could have backed off. They could have backed off. But they didn't want to. They smell blood, but it was their own blood.
Yeah, they stubbed their toe in the water on some coral. It was their own.
Coral?
Yeah, you're not wearing any water shoes. You step on some sharp coral.
How about the stonefish?
I've never seen one, but it could be a stonefish as well.
Yeah, I think you can actually die if you step on a stonefish. It's a
Okay, maybe.
venomous. Oh no, wait, not the stonefish. Oh shit, never mind. I
You
better
thinking
not
about
get there.
the blue octopus?
Top tower is under attack.
Oh yeah,
Or
that one is a dangerous thing, right? Because I remember it's very shiny. He has rings on his.
It has rings over its tentacles that are yellow, and if it bites you,
You
you're
die.
dead. Yeah, you're most likely dead. We need an octopus hero in Dota. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
So Yi going into a basher and a blink dagger.
Wouldn't an assault be better than the basher? Wouldn't they need an assault cuirass?
Why AC when you can blink in, anchor smash, and bash everybody?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Why not?
Hook shot coming through onto the Dazzle. Cogs in between both the Lich and Flyby. Erica chasing into this one, but they got the Rolling Thunder. The Force Staff from Afu into the pit. They are really controlling Erica on this, and Doppelganger into the pit, but not far enough away. Astral step forward, a lot of damage coming through. There's the Dragon Tail coming out from One, so they do chase down the Phantom Monster, who does not have buyback, and they're looking for more. They want to get Yi. Swashbuckle coming up short, but they've got the Dragon Tail, so some control here for the Tide, who does have Ravage, but he holds on to it for now. Anchor Smash comes in. Now he's stunned up once more. Kraken Shell purges that off, but the Astral Step gets the kill, and now they look over at Afu. Dark Rift seems a little bit late. It's going to be just the Underlord going. It's another solo ride for one, as they lose Afu, and 3 heroes end up dead on the side of King Gaming.
So how many did he have to pay for this time?
That's still a full
heroes?
taxi ride.
Like both of these teams, they are really good at playing the map and knowing who should be where, but they are very bad at like taking fights. Look at what Dia did this time. This is the same mistake. They were chasing all the way towards the enemy territory. They were taking a fight in a bad position. Radium, they were like on top of the high ground. And you know what happens if you're on the low ground and the other guy's on the high ground? You lose. Look at what happened in Star Wars. You lose if you're on the low ground.
You're chosen one.
I thought you were the chosen one.
But all of a sudden you end up realizing you're on the low ground and you are no longer the chosen one.
Technically, he was still the chosen one. Wasn't he? Even though he was on the low ground?
Chosen for the wrong side.
That was his own choice. He has only himself to blame.
That's a whose voice line is that?
Invisibility.
You have only yourself to blame. I'm pretty sure that's a voice line, right?
No.
Ooh, Silver Edge coming out for the DK. I like this pickup. Get through that Tide even quicker. Or even use it on the Enchantress. Get through that Untouchable. Not that they need it, I think. They're taking care of the Enchantress very quickly.
That's like, whatever. If you can do it, sure, you kill him, you kill her faster. But right now the fights have all become all about the positioning, you know. Even though there's like a 7k lead for Radiant, I still feel like the fights could be won by the Dire team if they take it on a good terms, on the high ground, have better vision.
He's got Silver Edge ready. I don't know if Tide wants to...
Tide has BKB, right?
Nice.
I remember.
Got Pipe Deso
Yeah,
Flats.
Yes, it's in the courier.
Oh no, that's a problem. It finally comes over, but it's in his backpack. Oh no! BKB's been popped by Monet. Setsu gets the kill on a YDS. They look for more. They are looking to sink the ship of King Gaming. Buyback used here by the Enchantress, but they don't have buyback on anybody else. Erica on the run. And this is a problem because he did not save for buyback either, and he is dead.
Alright.
And there is the GG call as they wipe out the Enchantress, wipe out the King Gaming's hopes and dreams of winning this game 1, and take a lead in the series 1-0.
But you could tell both of these two teams, they are very similar. Like where they are at the moment as a team, like what are they working on? They're both pretty even in terms of how well they can play the lanes, and I really like how they are playing the map as well. I think both teams are using the map really well, like how they are farming. They have heroes pushing out all the waves. They're not really wasting too much farm on the map. But when it comes to fighting, both these two teams, they are very rash. You know, when they see an opening, they think that they are strong. They kind of buy a one-way ticket in, and they never return. You know, there's no turning back. They see some guy. All right, that guy's under our ward. We shall chase him till the end of the earth, until wherever it leads us to. They don't really re-strategize when the situation changes or when the enemy is running up a high ground. They don't care. They just keep chasing and chasing. But apart from that, I think both of these teams, they are both really equally skilled. They are pretty good at playing the lanes, but they have to deal with the issues. The chain of command, the leadership is not that good on how to take the fights and where to take the fights.
It certainly felt like some of the shot calling was a little bit questionable at times from both
And
teams.
the time was 1 second away. I said 1 second, he was about to take his BKB. They could have been able to fight there if he had BKB.
Then it ended up it being in the backpack, so even then, you know, he had
So I
it, would have
guess it
had to
was-
transfer it over. He was 6 seconds
It
away.
was his fault instead of the call, right? If it's in a backpack. Sort
Yeah.
of.
So, I don't know. A lot of things coming up sloppy for both sides, but Royal never give up. They take game one. We'll be back with game two in just a moment. Stick with us. We'll be back with that game in a second.